All right. Good evening, everyone. So it's Tuesday again. It's 4 p.m. again. And we are meeting live again at number of platforms altogether. So we are continuing the series, Power of Belief. We've already done good 3 parts about it. And today we are doing the last episode to it. That is episode 4, How to Rewire Your Brain. And all those who are joining me for the first time, I am Mind Coach Jyoti. I'm an educator turned life coach. I empower people with mind tools not taught in schools so that you are able to break the repetitive patterns of stress, fears, failures, depression and anxiety. Only then you will be able to create your desired life once you start working on yourself. So let's start today. As we have discussed last time, that, the nurture, the environment is much more important than nature. And, your environment, your cells decide even your health and even your wealth and even your relationships. So that is the power of belief. If we quickly revise what we did last time was, we did that there is something called mind and body pathways. And, when it comes to the neurological processing abilities, subconscious mind is much more powerful, which is the habitual mind. That is why your affirmations fail. That is why your New Year resolutions fail, your healing and manifestations fail. And what to do with the limiting beliefs? You first have to recognize them, that what is that one single belief or one single thought that is stopping you. You got to know them, dive deep into them, what happened, and only then you will be able to reframe them. So today we'll be talking about the alpha and the beta brain stages according to EEG. Like you have ECG for heart, you have EEG for brain. What is the art of affirmations? And what are the correct components of manifesting any visualization? So first, let's understand this whenever we have to rewire our brain, or so-called the subconscious. It can only be done in the alpha stage. I'm not talking about theta here, only alpha and beta today. So alpha and beta states of mind. So what happens is, if you are affirming, what are the two biggest tools to rewire your brain? One is affirmation and the second is visualization. Because the programming here goes in certain pictures that you have stored, certain sounds that you have stored, and definitely certain feelings. That is WAC. That is the foundation of the entire NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. So that is why you will rewire also it either by visuals or by audios or by little practices where you have little feelings involved, or, where you have constant practices involved and kinesthetic learning is involved there. So now if we talk about the rewiring, it is only done in alpha state. What is alpha and beta states of mind? Beta state is the active state, when you are active right now. And this state, if you are affirming something, that yes, I am confident, yes, I am becoming rich every day. So your conscious mind comes up in between and would actually object, and which is called creating resistance. So resistance bolte hain. So there will be resistance towards your affirmation. There will be resistance towards your, positive thought. It will be resisted by your conscious mind that no, it is not there. Look at the reality, all that stuff. So whatever you're trying to affirm and rewire your brain in the highly active brain state, this effect will be less. I'm not saying don't do it at all. The effect will be less. But in the alpha state of mind, when you affirm or visualize anything, it rewires instantly. What is alpha state of mind, which is called relaxed awareness? When you are relaxed also and you're fully aware also. This happens usually when you get up in the morning, the first hour, the first 1 hour, if you don't pick up your phone immediately and switch immediately to beta mode. If you don't, you shouldn't be doing that. There's an entire phase of shifting the brain from alpha, theta to, beta. So when you get up in the morning, in the first half an hour and 1 hour, you're in a very relaxed awareness. You are conscious, you're aware, but then you're not really, really active. That alpha state of mind is the perfect time to rewire it. Any thought at that point of time goes straight into the subconscious, because the conscious mind is kind of not really active. So it goes straight into the subconscious. इसीलिए कहा जाता है do the affirmations early in the morning. And parents in the house, be careful of what you talk to your child during his alpha state of mind. When he's just getting up from the sleep, you can't be uttering words which are going straight into his subconscious. Similarly, when you're about to sleep, when you're just about to sleep, even that time, you're in alpha state. Even at that point of time, whatever you are thinking is going directly into your subconscious. And sadly, you happen to, think all negative things before sleeping. How many of you agree with me? Type down A here. Type down A that, yeah, like when we are about to sleep and we are planning to sleep, all the negative thoughts and all the fears and all the weird things possible, comes up. You know what? You are rewiring your brain absolutely incorrectly here. That is why it is said your mind is a supercomputer programmed by your self-talk. What is self-talk? Affirmation. Agree, agree, agree. So you have to be careful now that you are in alpha state. So you have to make sure that before sleeping, that is why it is always said, pray to God before you go to sleep, have gratitude practices, journal practices before you go to sleep. And in fact, if you join my focus community, I tell them, plan your next day before you go to sleep. Well planned, visualize and then go to sleep. Because whenever you're about to go to sleep, you're reprogramming your subconscious. So these two timings are very, very important. Otherwise, in the day, immediately after a particular meal also, you are in alpha state. At this point of time, be very careful of your self-talk because you're programming your subconscious. So, but what are the errors that you can possibly do with your affirmations? Kya galti kar sakte hain aap? Pehla to, of course, you're doing it in beta state. No, aisa na kare that, stop thinking positive. Oh, I'm in the beta state. It's not affecting. Yes, it has its effect, but it comes with a resistance. So don't give up on the beta state as well, but the right time is in the alpha state. Second is, if your affirmations are futuristic in the language, means you are affirming, I will be rich one day. That will remain in will be only. That means at a vibration level, at a manifestation level also, it is not going to done. So your affirmation should be as if it is already done or present continuous. See, when you tell your mind, you try to reprogram it that I am rich. So your conscious mind would say, oh, you're not. But if you convert it into present continuous, I am becoming rich. Now your conscious minds allow this programming to get into the subconscious. So make it either present continuous or as if it is already done, but not will be. Don't do that in I will, not in the future tense, please. Then it should not be the negative statements. You cannot be reprogramming your mind with, I don't want to have fear. It's like, don't think of the red elephant. You will think of that red elephant. So your affirmation should not be, I want to lose weight. I want to become this much weight or this healthy. So your affirmations are the way to rewire your brain. Tell your mind what you want. Don't tell your mind what you don't want. You're doing all errors there then. So that was about the affirmations. Now, the other tool which is used to rewire your subconscious is visualizations. That is when it is usually said that whatever you want in your life, see here first. Everything happens twice. First here, then in reality. Somebody visualized a chair or a wheel, Somebody visualized that internet. Somebody visualized that big building. Somebody visualized the possibilities. And after that, it came into reality. And Albert Einstein has said this, imagination is much more powerful than knowledge. So that's the power of visualization. And visualization is one of the strongest tools to rewire your brain to set your vibrations correct. So visualizations, the first thing is, of course, the visions, the visions. And you can even scribble them, Now, what are visions? At times, when there were students who were, trying to crack IAS and HAS, they were with me in my batch. So they asked me once that, ma'am, we have tried a lot, but, we're still not really able to crack it. So the only thing I asked them was, how will you look? Have you ever seen? Can you see this? I just told them to close their eyes and told them that just visualize. Can you see yourself sitting on the chair? Can you see yourself holding that space or office that you want? And when they closed their eyes, it was all blank. So I said your mind doesn't even know what to create. Your mind is not even aware what to create. So whatever you want at a health level, at a wealth level, at relationship level, you should be able to close your eyes and see it instantly. How many of you are guilty of it? Let's see this, everybody. Just close your eyes. Can you see yourself healthy immediately? Can you see yourself wealthy immediately? Can you see whatever you want in your life? Are you able to see it immediately? Type down yes and no now. Now, that's it. It should be now. Don't start constructing now. See, no. Others, come on, answer. If you close your eyes, are you able to see yourself instantly where you want yourself? No, no, no. One is yes. Oh, Divya is already a community member. I like that. No, no, no. See, that means your mind or your neurons don't even know what you want. They don't know. So make sure that whatever you want, it should be, you can scribble it. You can see videos of it, but then you need to practice instant visions. What are instant visions? That in a day, anytime in the middle of the day, you will go like, okay, close your eyes and see, okay, I can see myself there, So if it is seen here, then it is possible. Otherwise, you really have to manifest it really, really strong. And then comes the indirect version of programming your subconscious, which is the vision board, where you choose certain pictures which you think are your future, and then you make it, draw them, or paste them somewhere on the vision board or the mood board, where you have no idea that your unconscious is always taking data. So that data is always going in. So when I was practicing NLP long back as a practitioner and trying to change my life, I remember every time I had a visualization process, I always used to see two cliffs. And I thought, I don't know why I see these two cliffs. Other than that, of course, I was visualizing and manifesting a lot of things. And one day I remember I decided to change my wallpaper of my laptop, that, all right, let me use this also as a tool to program my unconscious. And the moment I opened my, I paid attention to my laptop's wallpaper, I realized, oh, these were the two cliffs which I was always seeing in my random other kind of visualizations also. That is how your subconscious or your unconscious is always taking data. So it's not necessary that you stand in front of the vision board always. It's good that you do. But even if it is lying somewhere around, your subconscious is picking it up continuously. So be careful also of what kind of reels you watch, or what kind of photos you've pasted around, because the visuals around are always programming your subconscious. So affirmations and visualizations, extremely strong tool to rewire your brain. And even if it is not done properly, it is doing the harm as well. So as I always say, the 3P formula: if you are not planning your day, somebody else is planning it for you. If you don't program your mind, the world is programming it for you. And if you don't protect and power up your aura, somebody else is definitely disempowering you. So please keep these 3Ps with you always as I wind up the series of Power of Belief. And I want everybody to please write down one takeaway so far. All those who've been coming for all the 4 sessions so far, what was your one biggest takeaway? What was your one biggest takeaway? Please type in there. All those who have not watched the previous series, it's a must watch so that you understand the power of one single thought. एक single thought से शुरू होता है, and when there is an emotion attached to it, it becomes a belief, and one single belief stops you from actually, taking up your bigger version of your life, right? So if you are interested, you can tap into the Power of Thinking course as well. The link is in the description box as well. Power of Thinking, where we learn how to think, because it was never taught to you. You only know overthinking, negative thinking, wishful thinking. You don't know what is rational thinking. You don't know what is noetic thinking. You don't know how to do lateral thinkings. So the empowering thinking styles were never taught to us, and the disempowering thinking styles we learn from everybody else. So if you want to tap into the power of thinking to create your reality, we can meet up live for this course. The link is there in the description box. Till then, bye-bye. Please press the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. So whenever I'm live next time, you are able to know that mind rewiring